All right, I picked up the new e.l.f. and American Eagle collab. I'm super excited to use it today. I'm gonna be creating a look and showing you swatches and close-ups of the palette. My high school self is screaming. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Rachel, and if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I'm gonna talk about the palette, the collection, and then we're gonna go on to using the palette. I'm only gonna have time for one look today, but I will do other looks maybe in shorts, or go ahead and follow me over on Instagram. I always am uploading things over there, but let's do it. I'm gonna link this collection down in the description box below, as well as everything else that's on my face. And if you enjoy makeup content, I would love it if you would give this a thumbs up and consider subscribing. When I first saw this on Instagram, I was kind of like rolling my eyes. Really? American Eagle? But you know, brands are collabing with anything nowadays, anything. So it's not that surprising. But after I saw the palette, when they showed it, the picture of it, I was like, wow, okay, it's kind of cute. There are other things in the collection that I did not pick up, but let's start with the palette. So this is the Denim Daze eyeshadow palette. So it comes with a slip cover like this, and the slip cover is textured, a cardboard, thicker cardboard. And then on the back, it says, Denim Daze eyeshadow palette, next level looks. Bring a little extra flair to your look with this palette of 12 matte and shimmer shades made to wear with your favorite jeans. 100% awesome. Huh? And then it has all of the ingredients on the bottom as well. And then you slip it out and there is a tag like in the jeans, which is very cute. You pull it out and it looks like this. And I think the packaging is really nice. For e.l.f., I feel like this is the nicest e.l.f. palette packaging that I've personally seen. So you've got the American Eagle logo with the e.l.f. written in the middle, like the button on their jeans. And the actual palette itself is textured as well. It's meant to feel like denim, but again, it's that like textured cardboard. Very, very well done. Really good attention to detail, like I said, with this tag as well. Denim Daze eyeshadow palette just has all the information there. And then when you open it up, you've got all the shades here. You know, I'm not a blue girl. I'm gonna stop saying that because every time I say that, I use blue eyeshadow. So listen, I love neutrals and I am lately been drawn to blues. So I was super excited to see this. And I like that they've got the embossing in the pans, just like the back pocket of the American Eagle jeans. I'm gonna pop up the close-up and the swatches right now. The collection is limited edition. It says, add major flair to your everyday look with this palette of 12 eyeshadows in a range of matte and shimmer shades, perfect for rocking with your go-to pair of low-rise denim, bell bottoms, or mom jeans, featuring a curated wardrobe of blendable blues and wearable neutrals for the ultimate OOTD makeup moment that never goes out of style. All e.l.f. products are cruelty-free and vegan, and the eyeshadow palette does retail for $16, which I think is really good. I think that's a great price. Like I said, the packaging feels nice. I like the colors. I think that they're offering a good amount of depth, a good balance of mattes to shimmers. Now, I did swatch this palette before filming today. So usually I do swatches afterwards because I don't really want to know, but since I'm only going to do one look, I wanted to get an idea of the textures. The mattes feel very buttery, like not super powdery, but really buttery. So that's very promising. And the shimmers, they offer different types of shimmers in here. There are more like standard metallics, these two here. Then we have more of a satin shimmer here. And this silver looks extremely, extremely metallic, very sparkly, though it is textured and I guarantee it's going to have fallout. I can just tell by feeling it. And then To Die For is a little bit more of a sheer type of shimmer. It's not super opaque, but yeah, so just be aware of that. This is like a charcoal. It's not quite black, but it's pretty deep charcoal. So very excited to use this. I'm very impressed getting it in my hands, honestly. More impressed than I thought I would be. Let me just quickly go over the other two things in the collection. So there is the Cheeky Clay Mask, which retails for $11. Denim Blue Clay Mask for both sets of cheeks. They're going out on a limb on that one, I think. A wash-off denim blue clay mask that refines the appearance of pores, hydrates, and smooths the skin on your face and bum. I suppose you can put any clay mask on your bum, right? I mean, they're just trying to market it in a way that makes sense for the jeans, I think. And then they also released one of these pH lip balm things, which I have literally no interest in at all, but I just wanted to mention it. It does retail for $8. It's the pHit lip balm. I see what they did there. Hydrating pH lip balm that changes into your own perfect pink shade. It just turns pink. It just turns pink for everybody, okay? They've been doing these forever. I just personally don't really have any use for it, so I didn't pick it up. And then you can pick up the entire vault. Actually, you can't, it's out of stock, but the entire vault was $50. Okay, I'm really excited. I'm just gonna create one look. I'm not someone who loves to do 2 different eye looks. I like to see a look on both eyes to get the full effect personally. Let me know down below if you would prefer me to do 2 looks, like 1 on each eye or 1 look on both eyes. Let me know what you prefer. Anyway, let's get to it. Okay, so I've already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm gonna go into Cargos. And I love the names of these shades: Cargos, Corduroy, Low Rise. It is not okay that low rise jeans are coming back. The names are super cute. So anyway, we're gonna go into Cargos, this just like neutral brown, and I'm gonna put this on with a fluffy brush just as a transition shade. There is a little kick up in the pan, not major, but let me just put this in the crease, see what this looks like. You also get a really nice mirror in here, and the packaging feels like it has a little bit of weight to it as well, which is nice. I've not been a huge fan of the e.l.f. eyeshadows lately, like the Dunkin' Donuts and e.l.f. collab. I absolutely hated those shadows. They came absolutely in the last place when I ranked all my palettes that I tried last year. They came in the last place. So I really didn't like those shades at all. They were just really bad quality. And I really like the Chipotle and e.l.f. collab. I feel like the quality of those shadows is nice. But just by touching these mattes, they feel very different than any other e.l.f. mattes that I've touched before. Usually they feel like drier. These ones feel very buttery. Okay, so that was literally effortless. It shows up beautifully on the crease. It looks nice, not patchy, easy to use, all of that. All right, I'm next gonna go in with Indigo, this darker brown, on a dense, like angled brush. This is the BK205. I'm gonna pick this up, and I'm just gonna put this in the outer corner just to pack it on and see what kind of pigment we get from this. That looks great. I'm always fearful of doing my face makeup first, especially with a new palette, not knowing like what the fallout situation is gonna be like, but I'm not getting any fallout, especially with this like being a dark blue color. It's really going on really nicely. I'm gonna go in with just a little bit smaller of a brush. I'm gonna go back into Cargos and just kind of blend out the edges of that blue a little bit. That blue looks absolutely gorgeous, like not patchy, and it can get patchy on my outer corner because I am 36 years old and I have like texture and wrinkles and all that, but I had absolutely no issues with that at all whatsoever. The edges blended pretty effortlessly. I love it. I really love it. I think it looks great. Let's go just a touch deeper on the outer corner. Let me take Major Flare, this charcoal, on that same brush. I'm just gonna pick it up and I'm gonna put it in the very outer corner, just really close to the lash line, just to get a little bit more depth. I'm literally just like pouncing it. I'm not blending it. I'm just pushing it into the outer corner just to create a little more depth. And that did. That really did it. Okay, I wanna use a couple of the shimmers on my lid, so I'm gonna go in with the NYX Glitter Primer just because I do that with 95% of my shimmers. I'm just gonna take it on my fingers, really light layer. I don't put a lot on when I do this. I'm not gonna use this silver today, just because I know I'm asking for trouble with already having done my face makeup first. But I will use it in another way in a YouTube short or maybe a get ready with me or something. I think I want to use the shade Bell Bottoms. This is one of the marbled shades that looks more, well, I don't know how to describe it. It's smooth. It's a little more satiny. Let me try this one. Yeah, definitely more on the satin side. I'm gonna put this more towards like the middle and outer edge of my lid. That's really pretty. I wanna go in with Low Rise next and put this more in the inner part of my lid. Another one of those marbled shades, and it looks like a taupey shimmer. Yeah, it's almost like a silver shade, really pretty. And just for the fun of it, I may regret this, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the shade To Die For, which, like I said, is a little bit more of a translucent base to it that has a little bit of sparkle, and I'm just gonna put this all over on top. I don't know if that's gonna do anything, but we're just playing around. That gave a little something. That definitely gave a little something. I'm gonna go in with this little tiny smudging brush from BK Beauty. This is the 204. I'm gonna pick up Major Flare, which is that charcoal color, and I'm gonna spray it. And I'm just gonna push this up against my lower lash line. I'm gonna take this little fluffy brush. I'm gonna go into Corduroy, which is just a slightly deeper brown, and I'm gonna smudge that black out. Now I wanna test the pigment of this Mom Jeans shade, this like cornflower blue. I'm gonna put this in my inner corner, picking up like a dense brush, picking it up like this, and I'm gonna push it into my inner corner. It's gonna look scary at first. Stay with me. That looks really pigmented, looks nice. I'm gonna wipe off the brush as much as I can, and then I'm gonna go into High Rise, which is that white. It's like more of a creamy white. And I'm gonna flip the brush over to the clean side, and I'm gonna layer that on top, and let's see how pigmented this is. Okay, once I layered it up, it got there. It wasn't super pigmented off the bat, but of course, I probably have to use it on its own to really see the full effect of it, so. Okay, I'm gonna hop off camera. I'm gonna finish up the look, and I will come back to show you the final look and to give you my first impressions on this palette. Okay, I am back. Obsessed. Like this look, I love it. I absolutely love how this came out. I love it. So my first impressions on this so far, of course, this isn't a review. I can't give you my full thoughts on a palette after only having used it once. So what I usually do is every 6 to 8 weeks, I'll do a palette ranking video where after I've really tested quite a few palettes quite a few times, I'll put them in like a speed review style, but rank them. So this will show up in a palette ranking in the future. But just my first impressions, I think this is wonderful. The quality of the shadows that I used personally today, which I used quite a lot of the shadows, I had absolutely no problems with. I think they were really easy to use. The mattes were easy to blend, but they showed up true to pan. There was no fallout with any of them. And then I like that they're giving different textures in here. You have some satins, you have some more sparkly shades, you have some more true metallics. So I love that. I love the variety of that. And I love the packaging, like I've already said 1,000 times. I love the theme. I think it's fun. Like I said, thought it was gimmicky at first, but now I get it. It's fun. It's fun. It's nostalgic. So it worked on me. And the look at the end of the day was gorgeous. So now I want to hear from you. What do you think about this palette? What did you think when you saw this being released? Did you end up picking it up? Are you thinking about it? Let me know your thoughts. I would love to know because I love hearing from you. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing before you leave. I do upload videos weekly, both beauty and fashion videos, and I would love to see you back on my channel again. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.